What is good Viber? How are you doing today? Your girl Esther Joy is coming at you with another video, and on this channel we like to talk about love, light, joy, and peace, so you're in the right place, good Viber, if you enjoy spreading these vibrations. Now, we're going to be talking about energy healing in this video, specifically some of the different modalities, and I guess my insight or definition of what energy healing is. And I've met a lot of different energy healers, and I've also heard a lot of different opposing insight and just opinions based on the idea of energy healing. So wanted to take a moment to talk about that with you, fam. Okay, so first off, let's just start with defining what energy healing is. So we know that energy is everything, and energy can't be destroyed or created. So really, energy healing is more or less taking that remnant of energy, wherever it is, identifying where that energy is, and transforming it into its optimal state. That's what I would say energy healing is. Or that's how I would define it. Now, there's a lot of space for a better definition, so feel free to share in the comments if you do want to share your insight. I'm still learning. Help the family along. But with that being said, good Viber, this idea of the optimal state of energy is really interesting because I think it looks different for each person and how they practice and what modalities they use with energy healing. But I'll share some of the ones that I'm aware of how people attempt to use energy in order to optimize it or bring it back to a perfected state. I'm sure you probably know some of them. There's people do use crystals, people do Reiki, people do yoga, chanting, honestly, dancing, praying. I'm just kind of listing off right now some actions that are, generally speaking, maybe you're familiar with it. Some people use crystals, but I think there's many ways that you can heal your energy, but it really goes down to what energy you are wanting to heal, what the intention is, and where you're getting that, you could say, assisting source from. Personally, whenever I do any kind of energy healing, I pray, I ask God to lead me, and I just ask that I do what is to be done on the being or the energy that I'm working with. For me, I feel like this is a good way to kind of check myself and check where the source of my energy is coming from and what the overall intention is of what energy I'm wanting to heal. Of course, you need to be able to find what works for you. I'm sharing a whole bunch of different modalities because some of them work for some people and some of them absolutely do not work for other people. I do believe it has a lot to do with your belief system and where you put your faith in. I don't want to say placebo effect, but the placebo effect is a real thing. It works 80% of the time, and it honestly is that simple sometimes when you understand how powerful your belief is. So be aware of what you are putting your belief in and having faith in. So energy healing really, I don't even like to use the word healing because it's not like anything is really broken in the first place. It's not like anything is actually, I guess it is distorted, and that's what we think when we identify an energy distortion. Usually this is some kind of form of trauma that has happened and has a significant impact on our life and the energy surrounding it. And when we want to heal that energy, we quite literally have to acknowledge the energy. So the way that I do any kind of energy healing is literally acknowledge the energy, the distortion in the field of energy. I work with the chakras, so it makes it kind of identifying what kind of energy distortion it is a little easier, using the colors, using the understanding of the different levels of consciousness correlating to different experiences and perceptions in reality. And so you can kind of use that to line up what chakra or chakras may be imbalanced, but generally speaking, you just want to identify where that distortion is coming from, what occurrence caused this kind of imprint in the energy field, so that you can kind of alleviate it by bringing awareness, by bringing compassion, by bringing space for it to kind of do its thing, be seen for distorting the energy, and then also being seen beyond of what that original energy looked like. I do believe that when you're doing any kind of work with energy, make sure that you're just connected to the creator, that you're actually connected to beyond the flesh, beyond what you're seeing. Energy healing, it's not like, people, sometimes you might feel it. For some people, they feel it, and it's just like they feel the energy very strongly, their body reacts, but that's not the purpose of energy healing ever. It's never to make outside external stuff happen. Obviously that will happen with time because you're the energy and the momentum, but it's not supposed to be like, for the most part, you're just like out of your body, just flying up. No, you're very much in your body. And I think for me, energy healing is just a way to acknowledge the distortions that are in your field, kind of the things that that you have to acknowledge in order to clear out that energy. And that's really, it's not as cool, not as magical as you may want it to be, but for me and like for my work, that's really it. That's what I've seen the most powerful impact with just working with energy. It has been that simple, just acknowledging the distortions that may be there in order to give space for them to transmute themselves, praying and having faith in something much larger than me, that is connected to all living things and life forms, and is just flowing through and knows what the perfect flow of energy looks like, that is assisting and harmoniously bringing everything together, which is ultimately what I believe energy healing is for. So with that being said, if you liked this video, if this helped you with your journey or gave you some insight with energy healing, let me know. Shout out Inner Spirit Guidance, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste. God bless.